Good morning. It's Monday.
I know. We got a workout in. We're ready
We
to
both got
roll.
workouts in. I got up at 5:30.
Yeah, that alarm scared you, didn't it?
Scared the living daylights out of me.
Because
I haven't heard it in a while because I haven't gotten up in a while.
You haven't been doing it for
I
a while.
haven't been doing it in a while. My zit, an update. It's doing well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's drying out. I mean, that thing was a monster.
It was special.
It was special. Totally.
You were jealous you didn't have
I
one.
am.
Right?
Yeah, I don't get them normally.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm Alexandra Harbushka. I'm founder of Life With Herpes. This is my husband, Bill. And we thought, this was last week, we thought, oh my gosh, it'd be really fun to be doing a live in the morning with you guys, answering your questions about what it's like being married to somebody that has herpes. I have oral and genital. My husband does not. He gets tested. Well, you can talk for yourself.
I get tested twice a year. I just go in normal checkups, and you have to specifically ask for the actual exam for that or the blood test for it. Otherwise, they typically won't do it. And so I asked for HSV1, HSV2 tests, and they come back and they've been negative. Me.
Always negative.
But it's been like 8 years now.
Yeah, we've been together
something
for
like that, yeah.
about 8 years, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it 14 or?
Yeah, 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget what year we got together. It was kind of like a...
Yeah, no, it's there. So
I know what year we got married.
yeah, 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Yep.
So anyways, ask me your questions. Happy for y'all. Thanks. Ask us your questions, especially Bill. I know you guys ask me questions all the time when I'm live about living with herpes, things like that. Love is love. Prayers that you both healthy and long. Thank you. We hopefully long
We do.
life, healthy. He's the healthy one. He never gets sick. Whatever.
I don't know what my deal is, but it works. It's okay. Whatever I'm doing, it's you. It's you.
Please.
It's my happiness.
Please.
That's probably what it is.
So feel free to ask your questions here about what it's like. Questions for Bill as far as like, what was it like first dating me? Was he scared to have sex? Is he scared to get herpes? Does he worry about me kissing him? Like, did I just give him herpes?
No, I mean,
People worry about, people
or
ask that
anything.
a lot.
I mean, like, because everyday life is everyday life, right? We all live it. We all, have to get up in the morning. We all have to do our things, and so much of this. And I know there's, for me, a lot of it is just people. Is that hot? Oh, yeah, are just like afraid of getting back into a relationship because they think that they're just not going to be the right person for that, the other person. But I mean, at the end of the day, what really matters is this like connection between the two minds, and that you have fun that way. So, and I've always done the math. Can I
do the math?
Can I do
He's
the
a
math?
math guy. I'm
the
not.
math is this, because I am a math guy, and the math is that 0.4%, probably max, of your life is spent in sexual activity. And that assumes that you start having sex at age 18 and stop having sex at age 80. 0.4%. And one day I'll actually get the numbers out in front of us and go through it. So
Can you do a flow chart with it?
I'll do a flow chart. I'll do presentations.
Can you do a PowerPoint?
I'll do when the guy goes up, and how much he's up. All
How
that
much
kind of
he's
stuff.
up, that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, we could even do that. But so anyways, the point that I'm making is it's really about the two people, and whether the two people are in love, having fun, enjoying each other, because that part, while super important and necessary, and it's just part of the anatomy of everybody, so much of it doesn't matter. It's just what matters is this person right here. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
So there you go.
Are you initiating?
Oh, no, it's your initiation.
It's my initiation day. I want to tell you guys about initiations really quick, but we do have a few questions. If you've never had an outbreak, it's dormant, correct? And can you still spread it? So yes, here's the thing. So the majority of the population actually has herpes, and the majority of the population that has herpes are dormant. So they are asymptomatic, meaning they're not going to get outbreaks. That's one of those things why the stigma is so huge, is people make fun of like, oh yeah, but a lot of times those people actually have it. So yes, if it is dormant, then you can still unfortunately transmit it. You are less likely to transmit it than people that are symptomatic, that get outbreaks. Obviously, when you have outbreaks, you are far more likely to transmit it when you have an outbreak. Like, it's like the obvious, you know. But there's this thing called asymptomatic shedding. Just like any living organism, any living being, things shed. Trees drop leaves. We shed our skin cells. The virus itself wants to shed its viral DNA. And when it does that, it pops up to the surface of the skin where you're infected. So if you have oral HSV, then you would shed on your mouth. If you have genital HSV, you would shed genitally. Wherever you have your outbreaks is where you would shed. So that can happen. It's different per person. So if it's newer in your system, you're going to shed more often. If you've had it for years, decades, you're going to shed less often. So back to your initial question, you don't know when you're contagious. It is important that you disclose to your partner. He or she should know so that you can just have that acceptance, and your partner can agree or not agree and say, either I don't care or thanks for letting me know. Any thoughts on that?
No, I think that it's the communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, making sure that everyone knows what's going on, and certainly it's good when it's good for both. You just got to make it work.
Good for both.
Yes. So I like this one though. I'm 39.
In a relationship. Oh, please. Relationship with a 51-year-old. What's your all's age difference? Do you get stares for a while? So, you want to answer our age difference?
Yeah. Do you want me to answer it?
You go for it.
Okay. So a lot of people think it's like 40 years old, but it's not. The other day, I think on Friday, we did a live, and they said that I was the Walmart. No, first it was Walmart Sean Connery,
yeah.
And then I became the dollar store Sean Connery, and I was very happy about that. At least I'm not the penny Sean Connery. So anyways, the age difference is actually 22 years difference. She clearly looks a lot younger than me, and she just has a youthful, look anyway. So a lot of times it is a big difference.
Do we get stares a lot?
We in the beginning,
I think we did.
We totally noticed it.
That's when I was doing
totally
Botox.
Noticed it. And
also.
we were. Oh, really? Is that what it was?
I think so.
And
now
I wasn't doing Botox, in case you couldn't tell. So, but and I think we did get a lot of stares. We probably still get a lot of stares.
But now we live in Vegas.
Become immune to
so
it.
We don't see it.
And we don't care. And again, the nice thing is that it's the connection between her and I in the brain that really matters. So we don't really care about it, and
don't let it bother you.
Yeah,
like
never.
People are going to stare regardless if you're the same age, different races, whatever. Like, just be you, be in your relationship, enjoy your relationship, have fun, be with that person that you're with, and don't worry about the other stares.
Yeah. So it works. Yeah. If it works for you and it works up here, it doesn't matter.
And enjoy your relationship. If you're
tall,
happy, you're
short,
happy.
Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. So enjoy it.
Does he have it too? He does not have it.
No. But you help me, you protect me.
I protect you.
So you tell me
if I think I have something.
If you think you have it, we're just cautious. Yeah.
Does it affect fertility? It does not. So once the baby, the fetus, baby is in the embryonic sac, and so that is protected in the sac. The sac protects it for anything. As far as our bodily fluids, herpes, HSV does not. The HSV we're particularly talking about does not live in our bodily fluids, which means it's not going to go through our breast milk. It's not going to go through any other bodily fluids that we have. It's skin to skin. It lives in our nervous system, so it's skin to skin. The only concern would be delivery, and if the mom has an outbreak during delivery, that would be the major concerns. I'd recommend getting on the same page as your doctor and figuring out what you guys want to do together. Yeah.
And by the way, we think it's funny too when people look at us for the age difference. So enjoy, just embrace it and enjoy. We don't even notice anymore.
When we sometimes get it is if we do, like, if we're on the strip and we are checking in to a hotel, sometimes they think that I'm like,
you're working.
I'm working. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that either. But
so this is a really good one. If you
and your partner,
both have it, can it spread to other parts of the body?
Do you know the answer?
The answer is, if I remember correctly, because I asked the same exact question, so I want to hear it again. No.
Yes.
Oh, it's yes.
No, you're.
Oh,
no,
I was.
Yes. So
she
let
was
me
saying
answer
I was
it.
right. Okay.
So here, yeah. So correct. Can it spread to other body parts? No, but there is one little caveat. If you do not have the antibodies, so if it's a new infection, if you were just recently diagnosed, if it's your first outbreak, and you may not have your antibodies yet. Antibodies can take a few weeks up to a few months for them to appear. Once you have the antibodies for your, I feel like I have a bugaboo. Once you have
It's where you wanted it.
once you have the antibodies, you cannot pass it back and forth. So perfect example, I have HSV1 and HSV2. I could go kiss somebody with a herpes outbreak and I wouldn't get it, right? I have it. I already have it. My body's not going to reinfect itself. So you can't like spread it other places. Now I'm not going to go like
So in other
try
words,
it out.
if it happens here all the time, and someone
And you
with
kiss
herpes
me on
and
my
I kiss you,
shoulder with an
would
outbreak.
it come over here?
No.
Okay.
But there is another caveat to that. Let's say, I'll use our son as an example. Our son does not have herpes. He falls down all the time and he scrapes his knees or his elbows or his fingers or whatever. And let's say I had a cold sore. Let's say I had an outbreak on my mouth. And let's say he had a scratch on his hand and he goes, "Mommy, kiss that I fell down." If I had an active outbreak or was shedding and kissed his open wound, it could potentially go there. I just gave it an opening. There's an opening for it to go to. The herpes virus prefers the oral and genital regions just based on the way that the skin is. It's more tissue and things like that. So that answers your questions. All right, guys, we're going to say goodbye for today. Keep asking your questions. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the hearts. We also appreciate that. Again, enjoy your life.
We'll see you again. Bye.
Have a great Monday, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for all the hearts.